Hello. Happy Friday. Love of Life TV Friday with Jess is back. Anyway, this week I got a confession. I was not in the best headspace yesterday, but it was based on my old memory of old experiences for me, which it actually has to do with my little girl. So it actually happened for her, yet I was the one that struggled more with the outcome. And yeah, so pretty much in a nutshell, I'm going to talk about, I've said it before, how we continue as a society, we can actually, feed certain people's behaviors, and yet we don't like their behavior, but we give them what they want based on you don't want to deal with their behavior, but this is why they continue to not address their own actions and their own self and take the responsibility for their own behavior. So in saying that, like with me, it's been in workplaces and everything. Have you ever experienced where the bully, the not so nice person, got their way and the other person tried really hard for that same thing, really put in their energy and the effort, and they missed out? But the bully or the nasty person or the fake person, or you know them when you see them, they're not real people, gain the experience or gain that thing, and you question that. So you question, why is that happening, or why is that the outcome? So this happened for my little girl actually recently, and I won't get into story. However, there's been a bully for her, and that bully gained something that she really wanted and really tried hard for. Yet the teacher went with a certain other person. Anyway, for whatever reasons, this is not to say that the other person does not deserve it as well, but when the actions that were there and when you witness certain things, you kind of do question it. And I admit, I question it a hell of a lot. And it's hard to see, not only go through it yourself or know that you've been there, but now you're witnessing your child feel those same feelings or, experience it as well. So for me, I struggled harder than my daughter, I must admit. I had a really hard time accepting the outcome, and she didn't. So obviously I'm either creating a damn superstar here, or, with all my preaching and teaching, and she's mimicking me. But yet in this scenario, my heart was too saddened for her, and obviously, as a mum, you just want the absolute best for them, and you want them to gain those amazing things that they want. So when they don't, you get a little bit heartbroken for them. But in a sense, my daughter came back with such an awesome mindset and an awesome look at it that actually helped me in the moment. And man, I love her so much. Like, she is awesome to say what she did. So pretty much she said she was a bit upset, but in the end she's going to forget about it. So pretty much she's letting it go because she realised it's out of her control now. And she knows inside of her. So she said, Mum, I know I am great, and if others can't see that, then that's their fault. Oh my God, that sentence out of her mouth. Wow. I was in absolute proud zone and so happy, and it kicked me around a little bit. It kicked me a notch and made me go, why am I feeling so angry and irritable? And then I had to work on myself and realize majority of my feelings and what I was experiencing was because of my old memory that I haven't really let go of properly, I guess, or forgiven others for. So thank you, universe, for this experience. But in the end, I just want to say I still kind of see it a lot everywhere, and I want to find different evidence. So, and I haven't been able to, especially within this year, but what I realize, it's what I've said before. We tend to reward or feed certain behaviours that aren't so great. Those parents might do it with kids, they scream and tantrum and you give them what they want. Yeah, that's why they're going to continue on with that behaviour. Adults still do it. So as a society, I think we need to step up a notch, because if I'm going to break this cycle, I can't do it alone. And this is a cycle that I hell of a lot want to break. I want bosses, I want teachers, I want people in general to step up and acknowledge what they're allowing and acknowledge what they're feeding. So if you don't want someone to act the way they're acting or chuck that tantrum or to gain what they want, you're probably best to not give them what they want in that moment. So that person, that ends up serving that person in the long term. At the moment we're just giving everyone a disservice. So for me, in what I mean by that is, if you're going to continue to, let's call it people pleasing. Hello, I let people pleasing at least take my identity, and I won't ever do that again. However, stop people pleasing, because if we can let go of people pleasing and just, you don't want to deal with their stuff. So we give what they want, and then what happens is they never deal with their stuff. So pretty much, if you want to serve someone, maybe that tough love needs to come into it. And it's not from a place of nastiness, or you don't want them to receive what they want. You want them to deserve what they want too. So pretty much, when I'm seeing bullies and nasty people or dodgy people get their way, I start to question, why is that person getting it and I feel they don't deserve it with that sort of mannerism. But yet I can watch other people who really have a wholehearted approach. They're authentic, they're themselves, and yet they are getting a little bit, what's it called? What do I call it? They're pretty much getting ripped off in this world, but it's a society, we've created that. So I want to break that damn cycle, and I need your help to do it. Pay attention to when your intentions are. You're doing it for the other person and their feelings, or you just don't want to deal with them, or are you doing it because it's really what you want to give to them? And if you can acknowledge yourself for that, you actually pick up on the times that you're going, oh my God, I'm about to do this for this person, or I'm about to give this to this person, or this to my child, based on they're just annoying. That's not teaching them nothing. That's a disservice. So what you need to do is acknowledge that and go, okay, no, right now, I don't like the way you're speaking to me, so I do not want to give you this thing you want. Come back to me when you're willing to change that behavior, and we'll see what we can do. Something along the lines of that'd be fantastic. But if I want to break this cycle, I need to break it with society and the conditions that have been out there. So really, I'm hoping this message gets across. Pretty much, stop people pleasing people. And if you are being told by someone that your behavior sucks right now, yeah, it's going to trigger you. But remember, when you're triggered, that's time for growth. Let them trigger you. Be triggered. It's not fun. Experience that trigger. Wonder why it's there. Explore it, and then make those changes where you don't need that trigger anymore, because people won't come to you and go, hey, look, you're being a bit of a nut job. I need you to not treat me like that. Eventually, they're going to change for the better, for themselves, for their own lives, and then we're creating a ripple effect for the better and greater change. Anyway, that's all for me today. It's gone a bit longer than I wanted it to. I just wanted to stress that message across, and yeah, I'm creating a superstar. Hope you are too. Have a beautiful afternoon. See ya. Bye-bye.